If the Jets are to win this game on Monday Night Football, what would some of the keys to victory be? How do they beat the San Francisco 49ers?
Effectively running the ball. Effectively running the ball. Like if Breece Hall comes in there and the offensive line, is popping holes and taking advantage of attacking San Francisco. Right? It's hard to attack San Francisco. Where do you attack? So I'm thinking if we win in the middle at the line of scrimmage offensively, and with Breece Hall's talent and Allen coming in with his power running, and then we can get 4 to 5 yards a carry, and we could eat up lots of clock and keep their offense off the field and keep our defense fresh. We can. That's how I would imagine we would win the game.
I'm with you on that. I think it's going to be a run-heavy game plan from both teams, by the way. I think the 49ers are going to try to play a similar style. The Jets, offensively, I think are going to try to replicate what the 49ers do. Now, they don't have a top 2 tight end and elite wide receiver, but they do have an elite wide receiver. But I mean, like, they don't have all of those things. They have Breece Hall and Garrett Wilson. I think it's going to be the offense is going to run through the running back. They're going to ask the quarterback to just do what's asked of him. They're not going to, rely on him to throw 50 times a game, 45 times a game, and they're going to play stellar defense. So if the Jets do win this game, I think it's going to be low scoring. First team to 20 probably wins this game, and they have to create turnovers on defense. I think the best way to do that is pressuring Brock Purdy up the middle. The weaker point of the 49ers offensive line is their interior offensive line. You have a rookie who we liked from the draft, Dominic Pooney, making his first career start at right guard. Tough task. Left guard struggled last year. I know they don't feel great, 49ers fans, about the center either. So it's going to be a challenge on their end too.
Yeah, we have a chance to dominate the middle of with 𝐾𝐮𝐫𝐚 and Solly Thomas, and we have a chance to really do something special on the inside.
Alan pays you a compliment here. He said San Francisco -4 is the play, not that part. Only way the Jets win, and I hate to agree with the buffoon, but is to control the clock on the ground. You need a Giants versus Buffalo Super Bowl performance. I think you need like a 2009, 2010 Jets performance. Don't ask the quarterback to do a lot. Run the shit out of the football, play really good defense, and win a tight game. I mean, it's week 1. All these games, like, I don't know if you're a gambler, but anyone watching who gambles, like, I wouldn't touch very many overs this week. I think we're going to see a lot of low-scoring games, a lot of close games, a lot of upsets. Jets have a chance. That's why I would take the Jets against the spread. I don't agree with Alan. I think it's a field goal game either way, but I think it's going to be tight.
And honestly, as a fan, like as somebody who does, I like to bet. I like to I used to do football sheets. Like I'm into all that stuff. The reality is it wouldn't be a play at all for me. That's not a game I even touch anyway.
Okay.
Like I look at a game like that and I don't touch it because I don't know, right? I look for the game where I think the world's making a mistake. They're not seeing they haven't recognized the team, this team or that team. If the Jets were like 8-point underdogs, then I'd be salivating, right? But 4 points in Santa Clara, to me, that's not a gambler's game. That's just a throw up coin toss. They're not, like you said, the Niners often don't start off as strong as they're going to eventually be. To me, that's a game you don't bet on. You just, I avoid that. I don't touch it.
I don't necessarily blame you on that one for not wanting to touch it. All right, I gave my final score prediction. I have it 20-17. 49ers win. I'm going to put you on the spot. What's the score in this game? Who's winning?
Okay, so I typically, and I'm going to give a prediction. I typically don't like to give game predictions because I prefer to say like chances. Like I prefer to say like just to give people an idea, because I think when you predict that, like if I say, oh, the Jets are going to lose, then it's like I'm 100% saying they're going to lose. And that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that there's a 60%. I think it's a 60-40 game, which means I think there's a 40% chance we could take this game, which is much higher than a lot of teams, because going into Santa Clara, you think, a lot of teams would have like a 20% chance to win, because you got to believe that out of 8-9 games, like let's say they play 8 in Santa Clara, the Niners are going to go 6-2 or 7-1, right? So to say 40% is very optimistic as a Jets fan. If I'm going to predict the final score, though, I'm going to say, I didn't even think about it really that much. So I'm going to say 26-23, the Niners.
The Niners. Okay, so Jeremy's also on the Niners. So there you go. So on next Thursday when we come on, you got to make fun of the both of us and say we're not real Jet fans if the Jets pull off this upset win. Then I think that's how this goes here.
What's up, guys? Matt O'Leary from Talkin' Jets. If you liked that video, please make sure to subscribe and follow for more New York Jets content.